All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and on Blue Devil. As a matter of fact, it's not the Hater World. It's Blue Devil Reactions, the official Blue Devil. As a matter of fact, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like the video. Make sure you guys share it. This is going to be the new home of our reactions. Now, look, if you guys enjoy that old Blue Devil content, or I would react to videos all the time, all kinds of video, that drama, that beef, that back and forth, this is the place where you're going to catch it all right? The official Blue Devil. Now, you're going to be asking yourself, well, what about the Hater World? The Hater World is only going to be for our live streaming podcast, the 200 Boys, and our future podcast that we got coming, and for our clips, all right? So you're going to catch podcasts, clips, and shorts. That's it. No more reactions. We close the books. Done deal. We're going to do all the reactions here. You know why? Because I do it by myself. This is my personal page. All right. Over there, we got a team. Droops, Opina. Who else we got? Lovely, Sage, C Loco. You know, that's a whole team. That's a whole squad. You know, that's the squad right there. So we're going to keep that for that. And this is going to be my personal page for my reactions. So if you're not subscribed, go to the main page, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. That way you're notified every time we drop. All right. Now, you already know the uncensored page is usually for, you know, late night lives, drama, and all the little extra stuff that we do, you know. But you're going to catch all the reactions right here. We got a video titled Flower Vendor Attacked by Man in Inglewood. Now, look, this dropped today. I haven't watched it. That's a fact. I just saw the title, and I stopped it, and I saved the video. Now, look, there's a lot of videos I want to react to. A lot of them. A lot. But I be forgetting some. And right here, we're going to react to everything. We're not only going to react to Southside Business. We're not, because right now we got a video with Big Tone. If you don't know who Big Tone is, then I don't know what to tell you. All right? Not to say that I really know, because I don't, but I saw the title, you know. So if you want me to react to a certain type of video, go to my Instagram at The Hater World. T-H-E, Hater, H-A-T-E-R, World, W-O-R-L-D. Send me the video there. Let me know you want me to react to it, and I will get to it. All right? Very simple. We're going to react to everything right here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and watch this video. Flower Vendor Attacked by Man in Inglewood. And let's get you guys that official Blue Devil reaction. Let's get it.
11, a flower vendor says he is grateful to the man who rescued him from a brutal beating. Fox 7's Christy Fajardo spoke to both of them. She's live in Lenox. Christy.
Yeah, Alex, both men know what it is to struggle, and Juan Diaz here knows all too well how dangerous it can be to sell flowers on the street. You'll usually find him here at the 105 and Hawthorne Boulevard, where twice in the last year he's been attacked. This time, though, he's grateful that someone didn't stand by and watch it happen. It's a video of contrast. One man bent on cruelty, another determined to stop it. That's Gerardo Plasencia, who came to the rescue of 63-year-old street vendor Juan Diaz, who was being beaten and robbed by a much larger man last month. This is just some of his injuries. It was an impulse, Plasencia tells us in Spanish. Truthfully, I don't know how I did it. I saw no one was doing anything. But later, when I reflected, I thought, thank God the man wasn't armed. I thank the Cuban man a lot, tells us Diaz, who has limited mobility in one arm because last year he was attacked and stabbed by another man, also while selling flowers. That time, no one intervened, so he's grateful Plasencia just happened to be in Lenox. It could have been my dad, an older man working on the street, struggling to get ahead, Plasencia says. He tells us he arrived in Los Angeles from Cuba in July, and since then, he's also been robbed, all his documents stolen. He now lives in a tent and is working odd jobs. I'd like to give him something because I was outmatched, Diaz tells us, adding he's been looking for Plasencia, so we arranged for them to speak by phone.
Le agradezco bastante que usted me hizo el paro, me ayudó.
Diaz thanked him repeatedly and apologized for not being able to find him to return the favor. But Plasencia responded,
No, la verdad que no es necesario, yo lo hice de corazón, la verdad.
It's not necessary. I did it from the heart.
All right, look. I'm gonna you know what? Let's continue to watch. I got a lot of things to say about this video. Let's continue.
And Diaz, despite the attack, is back out selling flowers, although now he's accompanied by his daughter. He tells us he's been working since he was 6 years old and just doesn't know how to sit at home. And so he's back out selling. The family, though, is now receiving medical bills from the last attack. So they've set up a GoFundMe to help offset those fees. You can find that link on our website, foxla.com. Live in Lenox, I'm Christy Fajardo. Let's send it back to you.
Christy, any word on the suspect?
I've not heard any word on the suspect, no, but the Diaz says he has not seen that man again, and he's grateful to not see him.
All right, look, the first thing I want to say is it was a black man that was trying to rob the Mexican man, right? And a Cuban man that jumped in to save the day. I want to make this clear before we go any further. This is not a black versus brown thing. Even though it was a black man doing it, it was a crime committed by one human towards another human. Because we know a lot of people are going to be like racial. This is not racial. This is just a slow dude committing a crime. All right. Very simple. No race involved. It could have been a white guy. It could have been a purple guy. I look at it like if you commit a crime, you don't commit a crime based on color. You commit it based on being slow in the head. All right. Now let's go ahead and rewind this and start off the top, and we'll stop and give you a reaction.
Flower vendor says he is grateful to the man who rescued him from a brutal beating. Fox 11's Christy Fajardo spoke to both of them. She's live in Lenox. Christy.
Yeah, Alex, both men know what it is to struggle, and Juan Diaz here knows all too well how dangerous it can be to sell flowers on the street. You'll usually find him here at the 105 and Hawthorne Boulevard, where twice in the last year he's been attacked. This time, though, he's grateful that someone didn't stand by and watch it happen. It's a video of contrast. One man.
All right, so look, we're looking at the black dude punching the Mexican man, right, for some flowers. That black dude is a mugroso. He a bum. He a brokey. All right? He a bum. He a brokey. He robbing somebody for some flowers, homie. Flowers that don't even cost nothing. The old man sells them for about $10, right? Each little flower thing. And he buys them off the plug for like $5. Say he's stealing about 10 of them. About 50 bones is what he's doing all this for. That's what you call a bum, a mugroso. It's sad. It is sad, right? Let's continue.
And on cruelty.
A mugroso is not only Mexican. A mugroso is every skin color.
Another determined to stop it. That's Gerardo Plasencia, who came to the rescue of 63-year-old street vendor Juan Diaz.
All right, the guy that's saving the day, the guy that is saving the day is a Cuban man. I want to see all these bum-ass cholos that are always saying, well, he ain't Mexican. Does it matter right now whether that fool's Mexican or not? Well, he's not a Chicano. Well, he's not Mexican. Well, next time that your jefe is out there getting robbed or beat, make sure you tell your jefe. This is for all them fools that are always disrespecting fools that are not Mexican. This is for the raza that's always disrespecting fools for being from Guatemala or being from Peru or being from El Salvador. This is for you bum-ass fools. All right? Tell your jefe, next time you get robbed at, make sure you ask the guy that's saving the day whether he's Mexican or not. And if he's not Mexican, tell him you don't need his help. Now do you know why it don't matter if this rapper is half this or that rapper is half that? or if this homie is half that, or if that homie is this. Now you know why it don't matter? Because when we need to stick together, we stick together. All you bum ass fools wouldn't understand that. You fools are too caught up in nothing. In nothing. No time. I mean, all the time with nothing to do. Worried about, he's not Mexican, ese. You fools are embarrassing. Salute to the Cuban man. Salute to the Cuban man that saved the day. Salute to that Cuban man that saved the day. Homie came through in clutch and made it happen, bro. Let's continue.
Who was being beaten and robbed by a much larger man last month. This is just some of his injuries.
Un impulso.
It was an impulse, Plasencia tells us in Spanish. Truthfully, I don't know how I did it. I saw no one was doing anything. But later, when I reflected, I thought, thank God the man wasn't armed.
Yo se le agradezco mucho al Señor.
And to tell you the truth, I think the black man was faded. I think he was drunk.
I thank the Cuban man a lot, tells us Diaz, who has limited mobility in one arm because last year he was attacked and stabbed by another man, also while selling flowers. That time, no one intervened, so he's grateful Plasencia just happened to be in Lenox.
Porque pudiera haber sido mi papá, pues el señor mayor y también trabajando en la calle, luchando.
It could have been my dad, an older man working on the streets, struggling to get ahead, Plasencia says. He tells us he arrived in Los Angeles from Cuba in July, and since then, he's also been robbed, all his documents stolen. He now lives in a tent and is working odd jobs. I'd like to give him...
It's crazy, but it's always the less fortunate giving back to the less fortunate. You guys ever seen those videos where somebody will ask for money, like, hey, can I get some money? I ain't got no money. I'm hungry. And all the important people in suits pass you right up. They don't care. But if you go ask a homeless, he'll give you what he has. That's because he feels your pain. That's because he's been there. That's because he knows exactly what you're going through. All right? That's why I'm like that. I'm always giving out money when I can to people that need it. You know, whether it's people I know or people outside at the corner. Because I've been there. I know what it feels like not to have nothing and be broke, hungry, you know, nowhere to go. So I look out when I can. And that's why this man looked out. He looked out because he said, that could have been my father. I know what it feels like. I've been out there struggling too. And the Cuban man also is homeless, lives in a tent, and been robbed. So he feels your pain. You feel me? Salute to that Cuban man. And once again, I really wanted to make this video around the bums that are always disrespecting homies that are not Mexican. Now, the black guy, yeah, he committed a crime. He shouldn't have been out there robbing anybody. He's a bum. You know, he's a mugroso. Mugrosos come in all shapes, all colors. You know, I don't think he's going to get caught. I don't think the cops care about this. Now, if it was the other way around, who knows? Those are all the what ifs. I don't do the what ifs. All I can tell you is that I don't think the cops are investigating. I don't think they care. To them, it's not a big deal. And but listen, if that man gets caught, then he got what he got coming. It's that simple. Let's continue.
Something because I was outmatched, Diaz tells us, adding he's been looking for Plasencia, so we arranged for them to speak by phone.
Le agradezco bastante que usted me hizo el paro, me ayudó.
Diaz thanked him repeatedly and apologized for not being able to find him to return the favor. But Plasencia responded,
No, la verdad que no es necesario. Yo lo hice de corazón, la verdad.
it's not necessary.
There you go. With that being said, he said, the Mexican man said, I feel like I got to give you something. You know, you help me out. And that, you know why he said that? Because us Mexicans, we don't like handouts. As tough as we are, as you know, we don't like to receive nothing for free. We like to work for everything. And that señor right there that you see, the one that got beat up, he feels like, even though you did me a favor, I feel like I owe you for saving the day. And what did the Cuban man said? No te preocupes, lo hice de corazón, which means that I did it from the heart. My boy, you don't owe me a thing. We're cool. Hey, listen, salute to both these gentlemen. Salute to both these homies. And to all you bum-ass fools out there, all you wannabes that are always talking about race, listen, dog. Real don't have a color. Real does not come in a shape. Real is real. And when it's time to be real, the real are going to get with it. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I've always said it and I'll say it again. When it's time, it's time. And with that being said, salute to everybody. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you go tell everybody this is where we're dropping reactions. And with that being said, you guys already know I'm Blue Devil. And we out.